and sit down.
And now, streaming live from the sunny Southern California coast, this is Options Uncensored.
Hey everybody, I'm Steve. Welcome to Options Uncensored. We're making real options trades in real time together. Let's get right into it. The first things first, make sure you have your brokerage account open so you can follow along. Make sure you have your YouTube video quality set as high as possible. It helps you read the numbers a lot easier. Have a calculator with you. We can do some easy math together. And finally, remember, this is not financial advice. This is all just for entertainment purposes only. All right, let's look at our open positions. Rivian closed this morning. We'll go over that one in a second. Next, this queued one is just some T-bills that go on auction later today. Coca-Cola, we opened this one a couple days ago. Little bit behind, but that's okay. All of these are November expiration, aside from Macy's, which we'll talk about. Roku opened at 62. It's fine. Square, we opened at 30. DraftKings is up today, looking to get to 26. What do we opened at 52, so this one's already making money. All right. And then Macy's, not going our way today. I think earnings are mid-November, but expiration is in 15 days. We'll have to decide whether we want to roll this one or just close it or what. So I haven't decided yet. I'm going to know by the end of this week. Okay, Rivian, let's talk about it. So Rivian is down big today. Down 16%. So I think we opened up our call spread somewhere around here on the 27th, I believe. I have to go back and look through the videos. But open our call spread here. And obviously it's down big today, down almost 17%. So we made $30. Let's do the math. Our spread was $500 wide. We sold the 27.5 and bought the 32.5 on the call spread. And we sold that for $60 and we made $30 on it. So let's do 30 divided by 500. 6% return on the nose for that one. So if you were in that one, congratulations. You made a 6% return in about a week or so, okay? That's not bad. Don't forget the S&P average return for the entire year is 7 to 9%. We made 6% on our money in a week. All right. But since we're here and it's down 17% today, let's look to see if we want to open something now on the put side. It's down a lot. I think something to do with convertible notes. I don't know. I didn't really listen too much, but I knew it was down big. Earnings, first of all. Earnings are November 7th, so we got about a month till then. All right, we already looked at the chart. It's an ugly chart. So I don't know if I'd want to sell the puts yet. But if you did, for November expiration, we're 43 days out. You don't have a lot of room here. You sell the 15 and buy the 12.5. Where's that on the chart? I wouldn't do this one yet. I'd still hold off on this one. Let's go to November 24th. Is it liquid? Not really. What does December look like? It's too early still to sell December, but yeah, you're not getting paid for it. The volatility's here, not here. So we'll hold on to Rivian for now. But this trade closed. Congratulations if you were in it. We made some money. Next, let's look at the oils. Oil's down again today. XOM first. Earnings are the 27th, so we don't have a lot of time here. We may have to wait till after earnings to do something, or do the XLE, which is the energy sector ETF. Too close. Let's look at Chevron. We almost opened something with Chevron. Yes, Chevron's up today. Same thing, 27th. We don't have a lot of time. But if you did open something yesterday with Chevron, good. So far, so good. Congrats. On the put side, that is. All right. Let's move on to Clorox. We looked at this one, I think, a week or so ago. They're trying to work out some issues with their data breaches. So nothing's fully priced in yet. Could get a bounce here. Actually, it should get a bounce here, if not around 117, 115-ish. Let's look at the puts first. Earnings are the first. We got a little more than 3 weeks. Some volume here. If you sold the 110 and bought the 105, what do you get? It's not liquid, so that's a problem. 187 minus 110 divided by 2 divided by 500. 7.7 return on the put side. Where's 110 on the chart? $110 is all the way down here. So this is the kind of trade we're looking for. The only problem is it's very illiquid. So if it keeps moving against us or we need to roll, it's going to be really hard to get at this. The spread here is 15 cents. The spread here is another 15 cents. It's going to be a 30-cent spread on the put spread. There's a little bit of volume, but not enough, okay? Close, but no cigar. Shame. Carrier is next. Let's look at Carrier. We have the same problem. $0.10 wide spreads here, but no volume and hardly any open interest. Next on our list, let's look at Nextera. Let's look at this one as better volume. Earnings are the 26th. Again, we're 21 days out, so too close for this one. Let's take a look at the chart anyways. We've looked at this one over the past week. It should catch a bounce somewhere around 45 or so. But we're too close to earnings. If you did, you want to sell the 42.5 and buy the 37.5. What do you get there? We'll do some quick math here. It's not liquid. 67 minus 22 divided by 2 divided by 500. Only 4.5% on the put side. On the call side, call side's a little better. If you sold the 55 and bought the 60. 77 minus 17 divided by 2 divided by 500. 6% on the call side. The thing is, no one's going to want to take that. Whereas 55 on the chart. Yeah, 55 is right about here. Too close, especially with earnings coming up. Lamb Weston, French fry company. Not big today. This must be a post-earnings move. 10.5 before. So yeah, this is a after earnings move. Let's see what the calls look like, if there's any volume here. If you sold the 110 and bought the 115, liquid, not liquid. 80 minus 32 divided by 2 divided by 500. Not even a 5% return. On the put side, if you sold, nah, same thing, not liquid. Let's look at Target. We're following up on Target, waiting for it to get around 100. Getting closer. Earnings are on the 15th, so that's well over a month. That's good. We're waiting for it to get around 100, then we'll start talking. But if you want to open a put spread now, for November expiration, sell the 90 by the 85. It's very expensive. 130 minus 69 divided by 2 divided by 500. 6.1% return for Target. Where's 90 on the chart? 90's right about here. Doesn't mean it can't get there, but considering the stock is target, you're definitely getting paid 6% for a put spread right here. Almost ready to pull the trigger. Maybe we'll do it today. So tempting. Let me put... If we find nothing else, we'll open target today. How about that? Alright. Stick around to the end. The XLE, that's the energy sector ETF. Here's our chart. I don't know if we're ready to sell puts yet. We're kind of in no man's land. I want to wait till it gets to around 80 on this ETF. Good liquidity though. This is great. Look at 1 cent spread, 2 cent spreads. If you want to open something today on the put side, sell the 78 and buy the 75. That's 77 minus 44. Divide that by 2. Divide that by 300. 5.5% on the put side for an ETF. That's not bad. You're only risking $300 if you've got a small account. You can get 5% on that. On the call side, sell the 93. Buy the 97. Yeah. 73 minus 28. Divide that by 2. Divide that by 400. 5.6% return on the call side. So both sides are fairly priced. If you want to open the condor and sell the call spread and the put spread, that's fine too. For me, I'm gonna wait on this one. That's why we're keeping it on the list. We'll probably check in it either tomorrow or early next week. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Good. All right, let's go to our IV rank scanner. And we will sort by volume. The SPY and the Q still have heightened volatility. We talked about the sell puts around 415, so we're not there yet. Maybe by tomorrow or early next week. But if you want to open something today, sell the 399 and buy the 396. No, sorry. Sell the 399, buy the 394. 282 minus 224. Divide that by 2, divide that by 500. Almost 6% on the put side. On the call side, sell the 448. Buy the 453. 163 minus 93. Divide that by 2 and divide that by 500. 7% on the call side for the SPY. It's hard to keep passing this one up every day. 448 on the chart. Right about here. But don't forget, this is November expiration. We're about, what was it, 43 days out? A lot can happen in 43 days. We got a Fed meeting in about 25 days or so. Rarely do I trade these ETFs just because they're not as volatile as other things are. We're going to skip the Qs. Tesla has earnings on the 18th. Like I said yesterday, we got a bunch of earnings coming up starting in about a week or so. Bank earnings will kick it off, I think, in like a week or so. Just got to be careful of that. Rivian, we already looked at Rivian today. Apple. Let's look at Apple, then AMD. Earnings are November 2nd. We've got some time. It's right on that borderline of a month away. I don't know. You want to sell the 155 and buy the 150. 135 minus 91 divided by 2 divided by 500. Only 4.4 on the put side. On the call side, sell the 190, buy the 195. Yikes. No. 112 minus 57 divided by 2 divided by 500. Not worth it. AMD. Winter earnings for AMD. Halloween. Too close. Amazon. November 2nd. On the put side, skip the put side. You're not going to get paid for it. 118. So you're selling the 105 and buying the 100. 118 minus 72 divided by 2 divided by 500. 4.6%. Not worth it. On the call side, I wouldn't want either one of these. You're not going to get paid for the 145, and the 140 is too close. Next. Meta has earnings in 20 days on the 25th. We'll skip that one. The TLT down again. We talked about this one for the past week or so. Sorry, we got to go back to the weekly chart. Boy, we got to go all the way back to 2007. Jesus. It may catch a bounce somewhere around 83.5, maybe even 84. This is a tough one. And like we talked about, it's not being priced right. These should be way more expensive than they are. Sell the 80. Sell the 80, buy the 75. You just don't get paid for it. 67 minus 21 divided by 2 divided by 500. Not even a 5% return on the put side. On the call side, maybe you get paid more. I wouldn't want to take the call side at this point. Sell the 92 and buy the 97. 57 minus 15 divided by 2 divided by 500. It's even worse on the call side. What the hell? 4.2% on the call side. Granted, this is a bond ETF. These should be way more expensive. Should be getting paid way more for this. Let's go back to the daily. 84. No, skip this one. It's a shame. TLT. HYG we looked at as well. Bank of America has earnings on the 17th. I'm excited for earnings season to get started here. Makes our trading a lot easier once we get post earnings. ExxonMobil we already looked at. Netflix has earnings on the 18th. That's coming up in a week or so. The XLF, that's the financial sector ETF. If you want to get some earnings exposure without actually trading a single stock, you can do that here. It may not be worth it though. Sell the 30. Ugh. No, skip both sides. Skip. VinFast, it's an $8 stock. Too small. These inverse ETFs are no fun. An emerging market ETF. The EEM, let's check it out. It's kind of a small stock. Is it worth it? Not really. You'd have to sell. Nah, skip the put side. On the call side, skip the call side. Next. Dollar stock block. Earnings are November 2nd. It's a little less than a month away. We have our position open. Microsoft earnings are coming up. We know that. Citibank's got their earnings on the 13th. Silver's down again. Let's look at gold. Gold is still falling. Let's look at the put side on gold. If you sold this 161 and bought the 157, what do you get? 61 minus 29, divide that by 2, divide that by 161, 400. 4% on the call side for gold. Sorry. Sold the 176. And buy the 181. That's 81 minus 30. Divide that by 2, divide that by 500. 5% almost if you want to sell a call spread on gold. I don't. Back to our list. Only a $10 stock. XOP. Let's take a look at the XOP. We looked at the XLE. Let's look at the XOP. I have no conviction either way on calls or puts for this one. On the put side, if you want to sell the 120, buy the 115. That's 123 minus 74. Divide that by 2. Divide by 500. No, it's just about 5% on the put side. On the call side, you got to go out here, man. If you sold... Man, you don't get paid for the call side. Maybe you do. Sell the 154. Sell the 154 by the 159. That's 118 minus 65 divided by 2 divided by 500. Just about 5%. 5.3% if you want to sell the call side. Look at this chart. Same thing. No conviction either way towards calls or puts. So if you want to open up a condor, sell a call spread and a put spread at the same time. The thing about this one, it is pretty liquid, so you can get in and out, or if you need to roll it. Rolling condors can sometimes be annoying, to say the least, especially if they're liquid. All right, I'm always looking for liquidity. XOP, okay. Boeing, when are Boeing's earnings? BA, 25th, skip. PayPal, I know we looked at that one. Let's skip it. Nextera, we already looked at today. American Airlines has earnings on the 19th. We'll skip that. Coca-Cola, it's crazy. October 24th are earnings. We've got a position open on that one. 84% IV rate for Coca-Cola is crazy. Let's take a look at it just for fun. Down 2%. Wow. It's Coca-Cola we're talking about. Should get a bounce around 53. It's 80 cents away. If you want to open up a put spread on Coca-Cola today, sell the 50 by the 47.5. That's 40 minus 19. Divide that by 2. Divided by 250. Only 4.2%. We got paid better than that. What did we do? We did 16. 16 divided by 250. Yeah, the position that we opened, you get 6.4%. Don't open a put spread now. It's too late. You missed it. Huh, interesting. All right. USO. Let's check that one out. It's another, it's the oil ETF. Oh, these are expensive. Look at the chart really quick. Again, I have no conviction towards the calls or the puts at this point. If you want to sell puts, sell the 68. You don't get a lot of liquidity here. Surprised how illiquid this is. Skip the put side. On the call side, same thing, very illiquid. You'd want to sell the 84. Look at the spread, 64.79. Don't do it. Surprised how illiquid that is. Next page. Coca-Cola, USO, Devon Energy. November 7th, we got about a month to go. DVN. Maybe. Earnings are the 7th. Here's our chart. Ugly. 40. Go. I want to get past 40. On the put side, sell the 37. Ooh, close. I don't want to do this one. I just want to get past 40 for sure. Sell the 37.5, buy the 32, but I'm not going to do this one. 62 minus 32 divided by 2 divided by 250. 6% return. That's definitely worth it. On the call side, sell the 50, buy the 52.5. This one's nice and liquid. That's nice. 52 minus 28 divided by 2 divided by 250. Not even 5%. Sell the put side if you really want to. I'm going to pass on this one, though. This one's not bad. Ford, Uber, JP Morgan. Bank earnings are coming up. Intel earnings are on the 26th. We'll skip that one. The XLU Utilities ETF. It's liquid. It's down again. Jesus, come on, chart. Work with me here. It's too early still. Maybe if it gets down to 50, 47 to 50, be interested. We got a almost 10% move still to go on that. Yeah, too bad we're not there yet. If you want to though, and I don't, sell the 51. And buy the 49. It's not worth it. But that's where the spread is. 43 minus 23 divided by 2 divided by 200, 5%. That's as best as you're going to get. You're only risking $200 if you've got a small account. On the call side, same thing. 61 sell, 63 buy, but you don't get paid for it. I'm not even going to do the math. Skip it. Dell. Earnings aren't until the 30th, but there's an event on the 5th. Securities analyst meeting. Speakers will include chairman and CEO, blah, 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 Michael Dell. D-E-L-L. Earnings, just to confirm, are on the 30th, so that's after expiration. Here's our chart. It's up in the stratosphere here. Not liquid. There's some volume, but still, you got a 10-point spread here on the call side. Put side is nothing. Pass. XRT. Verizon. A lot of volume today everywhere. Oxy, one of their earnings. The 7th. Roku, we already have a position open. Plug, Pfizer, earnings are on Halloween. Schwab is a bank. Target on the 15th, right? We might target here in a minute. End phase. I think earnings are coming up for end phase. Schlumberger earnings are on the 20th. Pepsi, October 10th are earnings. Let's wait for afterwards. Conagra. CAG. I don't know how liquid that one's going to be. CAG. Earnings were today before the open. Not a big move, so I can't imagine that there's any volatility left. It's kind of bumpy. Let's take a look at the put side. Nah, not enough volume. Let's go back to Target. TGT. Selling the 90, buying the 85. Let's double check really quick. 141 minus 78 divided by 2 divided by 500, 6.3% return. Where's 90 on the chart? Right about here. Look at this earnings report. Holy smokes. We'll open it. But I'd like to be out before earnings. 90 is here. All right. Let's go to the options chain. We'll do this one together and then call it for the day. We're going to sell the 90, buy the 85. Actually, it's not as liquid as I thought. Let's hold on this one. I'm going to wait still. If it gets down further, down to 100, another 4 or 5% from here, we'll do something. So, but good news is we had that Rivian position filled today. Good job. Congratulations if you were in on that one. If you weren't in it and you want to say thank you to help support the channel, we got a Venmo right above. If you want to send me $1 or something, that'd be great. Help support me, help support this channel. Just a thank you. I'd appreciate it. But the best thing you can do is subscribe and watch in every day. Tell your friends if they're trading and having trouble too. I'll tell them to tune in every day. 7:15 a.m. on the West Coast, 10:15 a.m. Eastern on the East Coast. All right, we're live every day trading options together, and it's a lot of fun. So far, no positions today, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions open. We'll review them tomorrow. Maybe real Macy's. We'll see. Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.